Hey, I'm your host for Essential News. You know what's nothing? My sleep schedule. But everything else? Absolutely something. Stick around as we dive into today's stories. I promise they're more exciting than my coffee cup right now. Let's go. Kicking off today's episode, the 2026 Masters second round unfolded Friday at Augusta National with Rory McIlroy, the defending champion, maintaining his position at the top of the leaderboard. McIlroy and Sam Burns entered the day tied for the lead at 5 under par, with world number 1 Scottie Scheffler lurking just 3 shots back alongside other contenders like Justin Rose and Jordan Spieth. The course proved exceptionally challenging, with scoring remaining difficult throughout the day as Augusta National's greens continued to firm up. Bryson DeChambeau and Jon Rahm both battled to make the cut after struggling in the opening round, though DeChambeau encountered significant difficulties, carding his second triple bogey of the tournament. Tyrrell Hatton delivered one of the day's bright spots with a career-low 66 at the Masters after hitting all 18 greens. The cut line climbed to 3 over par, already surpassing the previous year's 2 over mark as the field was reduced for the weekend rounds. Justin Rose and other contenders positioned themselves within striking distance, setting up what promised to be a compelling final 2 rounds of competition. Next up for more general news. The Lebanese government and the Trump administration have urged Israel to pause its military strikes against Hezbollah ahead of direct talks scheduled for next week in Washington. This request, made through U.S. mediators, aims for Israel to make a goodwill gesture by halting airstrikes and returning to the November 2024 ceasefire terms, limiting actions to imminent threats. Sources say U.S. officials support the move and are pushing Israel to agree. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is reviewing the proposal, despite political risks and Israeli insistence that no ceasefire exists. The pause could ease tensions amid U.S.-Iran negotiations, where Israel's Lebanon campaign has become a sticking point. Israel has agreed to talks focused on disarming Hezbollah and securing lasting peace. Recent strikes killed over 300, but activity has reportedly reduced following Trump's low-key urging. Hezbollah continues cross-border attacks. Natasha Lyonne faced a chaotic incident on April 7th after attending the Euphoria Season 3 premiere. She boarded a Delta flight from Los Angeles to New York, planning to rest up for a glam event with Drew Barrymore. But after taking the sleep aid Lunesta, she became unresponsive. Crew members escorted her off the plane as it hadn't departed yet. The captain told passengers she wouldn't follow basic commands and needed another flight. Lyonne later shared on social media that ICE detained her instead of letting her proceed. She called it a sign of the times and apologized to delayed travelers. She praised unpaid TSA workers and noted no past issues with Delta or TSA. Just days later, the actress appeared unfazed at the New York premiere of Lawn, turning heads on the red carpet. Coming up next, the Trump administration is planning to request the release of Americans detained in Iran as part of upcoming peace talks aimed at ending the U.S.-Israeli conflict in the region. According to sources familiar with the administration's strategy, negotiators will raise this issue when discussions begin this weekend in Pakistan. There are believed to be at least 6 American citizens currently held in Iranian custody. While some officials worry that pushing too hard on this demand could complicate already fragile negotiations, advocates for the detained Americans remain hopeful that Iran might release them as a goodwill gesture. The administration has characterized Iran's release of U.S. citizens as a straightforward way for Tehran to ease current tensions. A ceasefire declared earlier this week is already facing significant pressure, adding urgency to the diplomatic efforts. The White House declined to provide additional details, stating that these remain ongoing discussions that shouldn't be negotiated publicly. We continue with some more technology news. Microsoft is rolling out a new feature flags page within Windows 11 Insider builds that allows users to enable and disable experimental features directly from the Settings app. Previously, testers relied on third-party tools like ViveTool or waited for Microsoft's gradual rollout process to access these hidden features. The feature flags page, discovered in build 26 and 300.8155, displays a searchable list of available experimental features with toggle switches for easy activation or deactivation. Users can also reset all features to their default values if needed. Microsoft confirmed it's testing ways to make feature testing easier for Windows insiders and enthusiasts. The company included a warning that toggling these features could affect system performance or stability. This shift represents a more transparent approach to feature testing, similar to how Chrome and Microsoft Edge handle experimental flags. While still hidden and disabled by default, the Feature Flags page signals Microsoft's commitment to giving testers greater control over feature experimentation without requiring technical knowledge or external tools. And up next, the article dives into the core appeal of Sonic the Hedgehog, questioning if the franchise's mantra of "gotta go fast" holds up under scrutiny. It explores how Sonic's signature high-speed gameplay creates a thrilling rush, but often sacrifices depth and control. Recent indie title Haste, Broken Worlds emerges as a standout comparison, delivering blistering momentum through procedurally generated levels where players glide, boost speed on slopes, and avoid deadly pitfalls. Unlike Sonic, Haste keeps Zoe in constant sprint mode, emphasizing perfect landings for acceleration rather than direct speed controls. Short runs lock players into a rhythmic flow, battling environmental hazards and bosses like missile-firing foes or speeding trains. While repetitive at times, its roguelite upgrades and meditative pace make it addictive. Critics hail Haste for outpacing many official Sonic games in pure velocity and fun, challenging whether faster always means better in platformers. To wrap up today's episode, Blizzard Entertainment is launching the Season 14 public test realm for Diablo 2, resurrected on April 14th at 11 hours AM PDT, running through April 20. The PTR focuses on balancing changes for the Warlock class and updates to Terror Zones following the Reign of the Warlock expansion. Players can test pre-built character templates at various levels with specific talents and unlocked waypoints to streamline feedback. Key changes include adjustments to Warlock abilities like capping demon count investment, limiting summon Goatmen attack speed bonuses to 50%, and adjusting Blood Oath damage transfer. Terror Zone improvements include making latent Sunder Charms more accessible from Tier 2 Heralds of Dread instead of Tier 4, with reduced player count modifiers. Additional modifications affect aura pools, echoing strike mechanics, and cloud damage reduction. The PTR aims to gather community feedback before implementing these balance adjustments to the live game. That's all for today's Essential News. I'm your reluctant female rep for nothing, shanghaied here by a product manager with zero chill. Reading headlines daily? It's like shouting into the void. Sweet. Nothing has. See you next time.